Day 7 of Video Palooza 2024. This is the rant and review for MLB 24, the show. We're going to take a look at the state of the game, and I'm going to tell you my final score of the game as we're halfway through the season. I've now spent over 300 hours in the game, and I can give you a pretty good rendition of what I think the game is. Okay, we're in DD mode right now. DD, for those who don't know, stands for Diamond Dynasty. It is the nuts and bolts, the main meat of the game for most players, including myself. You've got your programs. Now, Season 2, you got your main program, and you can see I'm pretty far over the way through, and we're in double XP week, as you all well know. You can see I'm over halfway through to the end of the chart. I'm at 575,000, we'll say, because that's too close, of 1,150,000 that we need to get to before we get to the loop-de-loop of doom. But this isn't the only thing that we've got going on. We've got Team Affinity Season 2, Chapter 2 going on. And I've got a little bit of Chapter 1 in the AL Central to do as well, but that's going to be wrapped up and wiped up pretty quickly. But as you can see, there's not much content going on. And as you can see, I've got most of it done except for this and this one here, which I just haven't done. There is the Conquest map, as you all well know, those that watch the streams. Now, why are we going through this in video format? Well, there's a lot wrong with the show this year, and not gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise, we're there, we're on point, we're heavy, we're good. Let's get into a game, and I can show you what I mean. We'll get into a Conquest game real quick, and I'll show you what I mean here. By it's all good, it's all gravy, and it's all on point as far as gameplay goes. But the bulk of the problem is, I think we'll go after the Red Sox here. Since I don't like to play in Fenway very often anyway. Fenway's a rough ballpark. But the problem is they put most of your good cards behind paywalls. And if you stay tuned, I will do a video pack of Palooza in just a few minutes here. But we're not going to do All-Star. We'll wait for the next rendition, as they say. If we can here. There we go. We'll do Veteran. That's no big deal. And I'll give you guys a good game, and then we'll do a quick pack of Palooza for y'all. But my problem is they put a lot of the players behind paywall. They've been slow on the content drops as well. At times, there's been a smorgasbord of content, and at times, it's been a vast desert, like the Sahara Desert. That's part of the problem, too, is it's either one or the other. It's never a steady, good content flow, and there isn't always a way to earn packs in the game for free, because for me, as somebody who has no money spent, you can tell that that's a huge issue. Hey, Jonathan India's... Nope, he popped out. I thought it was going to be his first hit. But you can see that's a huge issue for somebody like me, and for a lot of players who don't want to spend a lot of money. Because for me, I've already given them the money for the Digital Deluxe, which is retail price of $99.99, which I don't mind spending because I've already got, like I said, over 300 hours. And by the time it's all said and done, I will have over close to 1,000 hours in the game by the end of the game's life cycle, and I will more than likely have the platinum as well. So it's not that big of a deal, and I'm not saying that that's that big of a deal. My problem is with the game, as far as the content schedule goes, it's either here's a huge content dump and get it all done as quick as you can, or, as we see a base it up the middle, will give us the lead here, and Willie Mays going to second, gets thrown out, but that's okay. We got the lead. It's just, and you can tell by the sporadic nature of the stream schedule, and there's been times during this year, in the middle of the year, deep within the game's life cycle, when the game should be vibrant and moving, I've hinted at that on stream I'm considering playing the interlude game, which is Persona 3 Reload. So you can tell that I think it's a huge, huge, huge deal. And I'm not the only one that thinks it's a huge deal. Your friend Kyle thinks it's a huge deal. The streamer and YouTuber, your friend Kyle, a little man, thinks it's a good, big deal, and so does Major Mango. So in a way, I'm kind of echoing and giving my 2 cents on what they think. Now, what did the game get right? The gameplay's still there. It's still, even for all of its faults, the best grind 99 game there is. It's gotten worse than the previous iterations, which I would like to see it kind of fall back into where it's supposed to be, but it hasn't done that yet, and I don't know if it will. Does it still maintain its Captain Entertainment Hall of Fame status? Yes, and it's still going to be your best baseball video game option because it's your only baseball video game option. So it's not that it's the greatest game ever, but it's not the worst game ever either. It just has strikingly EA tendencies, I would say. It has strikingly, and I understand that you're going to say, well, it's a business, and I get that. But just give me a way to earn packs. Give me a way to earn the packs outside of buying them. Maybe 1 or 2. You don't have to give me a way to earn 74 of them. But 1 or 2, because a lot of the packs they put on sale, they're choice packs, which means you don't always get. It's like playing, it's like gambling in a way, because you're not going to always get the cards you want, and that's just it's the luck of the draw, basically. And that is a huge, huge, huge problem, in my opinion. And that's a big, 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 big deal, too. So you can understand my trepidation. Now, what score would I give it out of 10? Would I say to that? What score would I give it? I think I would give it around a, probably around a 7 out of 10. It's above average gameplay, but there are just a lot of things that are wrong with it, in the sense of they haven't gotten their content right. They haven't gotten their no money spent formula right. They're only really worried about the guys that spend money on it, and the to use an industry term, a gaming industry term, the whales that spend a lot of money on it. And not a lot of people can spend money, just dump money in the game every so often, every time they come out with a set to complete the set. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to be prevalent or possible. It's just not going to be. It's not going to be a thing that most people are going to be able to do. I know that I could pump more money into it, but I don't want to. I don't want to keep giving them money because I've already given them plenty of the money by giving them the $99.99 retail price that I paid, and I'm not ashamed to pay that price. It's a game that I spend a lot of time on. It's worth my time. Over the year, it'll work out to like a quarter of a penny that I paid per hour that I played. So it is a sound, prudent investment for me. And I'm not saying that it's not, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't be. And you can see the game looks great as normal. The game plays great. You can pinpoint's still a little bit jacked up from what I understand. Pinpoint pitching, that's supposed to be the most user controllable form of pitching, and it's still jacked up, or whatever you may call it. But it is what it is. It's not that it's not good. It's not that it's bad. It just is what it is. There we go. That'll dunk and dive. And with Trey Turner's speed, that'll turn into a double or a triple real quick. But it's still a great game, a game that I find enjoyable. I just have noticed they've cut down way much on content. There isn't really a reason for me to continuously check into the game. Now, this week there is, because they're double XP, and they've dropped a lot of content, and they're going to drop a lot of content tomorrow with the All-Star game and all that stuff. But before this, there wasn't a lot of content, and that was the problem. And that is the problem. That is currently the problem. There should be another RBI to increase the lead, but it is smooth baseball, and online the servers are jank still. They've always been jank. And after the All-Star break, so after this week, they tend to even get more jankier, to be honest with you. Season 3, we don't know what Season 3 is going to hold, but hopefully it holds. It's not going to hold any more content dump than Season 1 did, because Season 3 is just what it is. But it's not that it's not a great game, but you need to know what you're getting into. And if you don't play Diamond Dynasty, you play Franchise or March to October or Road to the Show, they haven't really changed much without the exception being that female players are now in the game, being to the Negro League's Tony Stone being in the game. The single-player storylines, Derek Jeter and the Negro League storyline Season 2, is with Bob Kendrick, the Negro League Baseball Museum president, is very, 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 very good. And is a highlight and a historical boon and an educational boon to the game. Especially because you'll learn about players who played for the Indianapolis Clowns like Tony Stone, and you'll learn about Rube Foster and his brother and all that good stuff. You'll learn about all that because it's quality content. And the videos by Bob Kendrick are quite amazing amazing and are informative, all in of their own. And they've added a good chunk of content with the Jeter content, and the fact that Jeter voices his own captain's storyline and is involved in it is very awesome. I'm not a Yankee fan, but it just adds more validity and realism to that portion of the game. And the fact that you get to learn about players. If you didn't get to see Jeter play, you get to learn about Jeter and play through some of his, all of his career major highlights. At this point, 2 down, by the way. And then we'll get to the opening the packs. But when learning about the Negro League players, you get to hear from Bob Kendrick, and you get to experience, sometimes you get to experience a voice and video with some of them because they live that long, and we saved some of their video. All right, that's Ryan Helsley's first on video save. He hasn't made a stream appearance yet, but now he's on video as making a save, so that's good to see. But the game is fluid. The one thing I would say is the game needs a dark mode. Looking at the white background is a pain. The scratch lettering is also a pain. But the game does a lot of things right, too, let's be honest. Hey, more millionaire packs. But we're going to go open some packs right now as it is on video. Let's start with the millionaire packs first, like we always do on stream. Hey, we got a chase pack out of it. And we got a standard pack, so let's go. Do it as fast as we always do it. Oh, no. It's new. No. No, I don't want to list this on Marketplace. I'll just quick sell it. Thank you very much. Don't need that. Need the stubs. But yeah, the game is great, but it's more of a grind now to get the players and be competitive online. And it's because of the paywall that being competitive online is a lot more risky and a lot more labor-intensive and/or wallet-intensive, which either one, time and money, are two valuable resources that gamers shouldn't have to sacrifice too much of to have fun and be competitive. And that's the problem with this year's show, is you are being sacrificing and being too loose with what you should be. Let's put it that way. Let's be honest with it at least. But is the game good? Yes, it's the best baseball game on the market because, quite frankly, it's the only game in the market. Is it worthy of having the moniker of the show? Sure, it's worthy of having the moniker of the show. But it doesn't mean that it can't be better. It doesn't mean that it shouldn't be better and hasn't been better in the past. When you regress, that's what sends off alarm bells in my head. So that's why I say it gets a 7 out of 10 because it is good. It's above average, but it's just not great. It needs to be better, and the scratch numbers could go away. We could do without that jazz. We'll get the headliner packs open now. Hey, we got a diamond out of it. Who'd we get? We got Yordan Alvarez. Is he the one I need? He is the one I need from Houston. Ho, Houston's done, baby. Let's go. This one has a chance at Tim Raines. The next one has a chance at Yuri Astori Ruiz. Let's go. Take care of that. See who we got. Nobody good. There we go. I'll do the Twitch packs next. And we'll do the ball ones whenever we can. But that's why I say it needs to be better, and that's why you guys hear me say it on stream, so you know what I'm saying. For those that watch the streams that are going to watch this, you know I'm telling you everything I've already told you on stream. For those that don't watch the streams, I've said this plenty of time, and it needs to be said. The game needs to do better. It needs to be better. It needs to take constructive criticism and needs to find a proper and true balance between the business of making money and making your fans happy, and not trying to bend your fans over and rob them of all their money. I'll tell you what, Twitch packs are goofy as hell. Because, like Robert Flores of MLB Network says, Ro Flores of MLB Network says, the bronze and silvers won't open themselves, and that's certainly what it feels like. That is certainly what it feels like. But it doesn't mean that it isn't fun. It doesn't mean that it isn't good. Here, we're going to open up the ball ones now. I have never gotten double diamonds out of Ballins this year. I have in the past, but not this year. Ballin is a habit packs have turned into nothing packs, I'll tell you. We'll do the Vol pack next, and then we'll end up on the Chase pack. I'm telling you, man. Who's in our Vol packs? Two picks we'll take. Guess we'll take Willie Adames. And we'll take the Frying Dutchman. Now it's Chase pack. Will we get Nolan Ryan or Francisco Lindor? Let's find out now. We got somebody good. We got Nolan Ryan. We got Nolan Ryan. We got the 97 Nolan Ryan. We pulled that Chase pack pull. The one I wanted. Big time on video. Ho, ho, ho. This is huge. Video luck here, and I will take it all the way to the bank. Let me tell you this. We are adding him to the rotation. Oh my goodness gracious, this is good news. But it's like I said, the game needs to be better. It needs to do better. It is a 7 out of 10. You can definitely buy it, especially buy it now since it's on sale during All-Star Week. It's 50% off on most platforms. Now is the time to buy and dabble in it. If you have Xbox, it's on Game Pass. Dabble in it. If you have a Game Pass subscription, if you're on PlayStation or Nintendo, it's on sale for 50% off. Its regular price this week during All-Star Week. It's definitely time to dive into it. It is one of my favorite games. I love the game. It is good. It is fun. It just needs to be improved. It needs to go back to its MLB 20 form, where there was a great content of buying, a great reason to buy packs, and a great plethora ways of getting free packs and diving into the grind 99 portion. I want to see that balance return and not just keep going the one way of making uber-duber more money. Yes, I know it's a business, but you got to please your fans, and you've got to keep your fans happy, because if they don't, you may see me walk away from the baseball game that I love. But this is where I say normally, I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. But since we're in the throes of Video Palooza, tomorrow you'll be getting another video game review, because it is video game review. We're going to be reviewing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth tomorrow, and then Like a Dragon Gaiden on Wednesday, and then we'll end up the week on Thursday, and then we'll end up the week on Star Trek Resurgence. So be ready for that. Until next time, I'll see you again soon, and peace.